Okay, I'm gonna put this other head on there. A little bit different view. Maybe you'll see better, I'm not sure. So this is the other head. These are rear pan heads. So I already did all the tap, the holes out, they're clean. So they should bolt right on here, hopefully. Bad angle for the wrist there. Got a little shim stack. Got the bolt over here. Put steady pressure downward. Turn each bolt up just a little bit to get some tension on them. Make sure they're still where they belong. Then tighten them down. Don't be afraid to torque them. I'm going to put our clamp over here. Spot where the clamp wants to stay. Put a little torque on it. There we go. That makes it good and steady. Okay, now we can go ahead and cut the top off here a little bit. We also need to re-zero out our center point. So we've got a couple different things we got to do. First we're going to take the top off with our face mill here. Put it all the way down. Okay. Nice light cut, about 80 knots. clean all the way across now. Now I got to check our depth, the height of it from here to here. We needed 850 from here to here, as I recall. So we get our measurement going here. So I take our calipers, zero that out, put that right there, and I can get my dimension. Not sliding. It's like 1/120. So a ways to go from 850, obviously. So I got about 300 that'll knock off that thing. Pretty good cut. Okay, so I'm going to come back. So this has more on the top than the other one did. So I'm going to do a few cuts here. Throw it down. 100 thou pass. Another 100. Like taking light cuts. I think we should be around 950. Let's see if my math is wrong. Yeah, we're about 912. Double check that number. I think that number is different. 911. Yeah, a little bit different. That's why you come back and double check everything. So that means we got 61 thou to cut off. So no more 100 thou passes. 61 to go. So there's 56. We'll come back another 5 for final. Right there. Let's see. Yep, we're off just a tick. 8:51. Missed it by 1. Oh well. That's close enough for military work. Good thing I'm not in the military. The old aerospace standard was ±3. That was a lot of years ago. That's when they're using equipment like I'm using, old stuff. Those fancy CNC junk. Okay, now we're going to have to center up our center line dimension, so we come out the bolt hole over here and then off our surface over here to get our X and a Y. Where'd my tool go to? There it is. There. I lost my fancy pointer. Yeah, aerospace was ±3 back in the 80s, and I like being less than 1 on everything. And that's why the race bikes held up better. A little more accurate. Now this here is not ±1, this is ±5 to 10. Depends on what my eyeballs are showing me today. Yeah, that should be within 5. I'm pretty good with my eyeballs. Working in the dark, everything looks perfect. It's easy to be off 10 when you're in the dark. Yeah, we'll go with that number. Okay, we'll zero all that out. Then we get the next dimension. That'd be this one right here. So we use our 6-inch scale as a tangent number to go up or down. When it's centered, it's perfect. That's high, that's low. Depends on which side you're off on your point there. Just gotta make sure you're not on the writing part. So we're a little bit low, so we just crank the table over a little bit, and it'll come up. Get it right where I want it. About there. Turn it 180. Check it again. Looks pretty good to me. I don't know if you can see it. It's flat. I think the clamp's hiding it. It was flat. Oh, we zero out our Y. Okay, so now we got our X and Y dimension here. We can figure it out. Get the center of that port. I'm just looking at my cheat sheet, see what the dimension's supposed to be. And of course, then we're going to change it as we need, just like before. So there's a cheat sheet again. So we want 2 1/8 inches and 2.9 to 2875. So we're going to go with right in the middle for now. So 85 or 90. We'll go with 9. There's 9. 2.89. And this way is 2 1/8. 2 100, 2 1/8. Wrong direction. We'll go this way. So we'll make it like 18 or something. 215. What is it? 2 100. We'll make it 215. 2.115. There's 115. All right, that should get us pretty close to the center of the port. Drops right down over it, so it looks pretty close. So I'm going to put the boring head back in here, bore the hole. Of course, get the drop the table down again. not power feed on this part. Manual labor. I'm going to use our reverse. We're going to use the boring bar with the indexable head on it instead of the other one. This is the new custom one I just made. This is the one they've been using. So this has a replaceable bit, so we use this for most of the boring. We're only going to use this on the outside where we have limited space. So that way we don't tear up our cutter. It is not a replaceable insert, it's called grinding it. So you want to protect your special made tools. Use every old day tools for normal work. Okay, it goes in there like that. Just crank this thing out until it gets where the hole is. And you can kind of see what's happening there. A little bit. Go back a little bit. So I'm going to crank this thing out. We'll come back in a minute. So right now you got to crank the boring head over till we get to where it's going to matter. Get a little closer. Go down a little bit. Set our depth stop. Good starting point for the depth stop. Probably a little bit lower than that. Looks good. Okay, how much of a cut we're going to take? Pretty good for first cut. Okay, so we're going to zero out this. Where's our zero at? The light is. Zero is over here. Oh, that's 10. There's 0. Yeah, nice easy first cut. Don't want to break anything. Okay, so we got it set for stop and depth. So we'll go ahead and flip this on. See what we get. 1500. Go off a little bit. About 1250, 13. Give or take. 1300. First pass. Just went all the way through. Stop it right there. Oop. And adjust it up a little bit right there. Alright, there's our first cut. So you put your thumb in there, see how much you get on that side. Fingers on this side. See how much depth you got right there. Get kind of rough idea where you're at. A little bit closer. Feels a little closer on this side, which is good. Side to side location. Just like last time, this side's closer than this side. Feels that way anyway. So that means we're going to change this a little bit more. We'll put that at 875. That'll help a little bit on that. Okay, I'll go here. Take 100th thou pass, so 50, 100. Where's my 0 at? That's more than 0, that was 10. The hand kind of blocks the view where you're at. Okay, so that's going to take 50 a wall off. That's what 50 a wall looks like. dead zone on speed. There's 15. Go this way. There's 1200. We're in the red. And there's the depth stop. Okay, feel where you're at. That feels good. Feels good. We're getting close there. Still got a pretty good gap on this side. So probably could fudge this side a little bit more. So we'll kick that down to 2100. We can always bring it back a little bit. That's close enough. Okay, we gotta measure our diameter. What our hole is. Get the boring bar out of the way. So you gotta wiggle it back and forth and twist it to get the diameter you want. So we're about 65. Okay, and we're at 565. So you see the 5 number right over there, and then the dial's on 65. 1.565. That's how you read those. And we needed 1.7, see right there. So 65 to 7 is how much? Well, if I do 100, it'd be 65. Narrows it down, doesn't it? So we don't want to go 100. We'll go about that much. We'll go about 70. That gives about half what we needed. Give us a chance to center it up if we need to. Still taking a pretty good cut. Stop and hit that. Oop, hit stop. Brake lever. Don't put your fingers in when it's moving. Okay, this is just starting to cut right here. We still got a pretty good gap over here. A little bit on that side, and definitely got a pretty good gap over on this side still. Okay, so gives me an idea where we're at. Stopping away again. See where we're at this time. So we're at 32, give or take. Oh, I lost my piece here, fell off. Yeah, when I banged it over here, it flipped it. Yeah, that means I gotta find that little black piece. Great. Alright, so that is, we're at 625, so 632. We got 72 thou to go. And I gotta figure out where my piece went to, because it's kind of important to have that. Yeah, I banged it someplace. Figure out where it went to. There's something black over there, but that ain't it. Yeah, it's always nice when you drop something, you don't see it drop. Alright, so what we're going to figure out here is we're going to get a little bit extra on the inside. And I need to go a little bit more this way here too. So we're at 875. We got what, 7 to go. We can go up to 30 thou offsets as far as we can go. So we'll give it a 10. 15, that's 15 right there. It's 15. And then this one over here, we're hitting right there now. We got a gap on that. So I'll give that a, we'll give that a good solid 10. Okay, and we come over here. So it takes 15, it'll take 30 thou to clean up what we just did. So we're at 70, so we can go to 0. And that should just barely clean up the hole, theoretically. Back to a round hole. Usually we don't quite clean. I want to go one position deeper. Okay. Got to cut more on that side. Not cut it all over here. Okay. So now we got a pretty good lip right there. That's pretty smooth. That's cutting. And this is cutting pretty heavy in the port here, not cutting over here at all. See, it's all off center. So looks like I need to pull it back a little bit. I'm good with that. I'm gonna give another 5 maybe there. Got to measure our diameter. See what I got to work with. Okay, looks like we got about 38 thou to go. So I'm gonna leave it centered where I got it. Okay, but I don't like that's how it's doing that, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this back a little bit. Pull it back to 10 thou, I think. Let's see, how much off were we? Yeah, I'll pull back about half that. About 7 something. There we go. Okay, we're gonna try that one. Go ahead and give it 20. That leaves me 10 thou for final. Alright. Chips are in the way. Okay, let me get this cleaned up. We'll be right back. I gotta suck the chips out of the hole. You don't need to watch that. Okay, we got the chips out of the hole now. Oh, it looks better with or without the light. Yeah, we'll try it without. I think I already made an adjustment. Let's find out. Let's see the cuts. It looks like it's cut. It's kind of hard to see. Doing light, no light. Light. You see there better. Maybe. And we're done cutting. Alright. So now this mark is starting to clean up. We get the side of the port over here now. All good through there, and still got nothing over here. Cutting good there, so port's just out around. What a shocker, I found my missing black piece too. It was laying right down in there. That keeps the finger piece from falling out the backside there. Okay, so what do we got left to go now? Looks like we're at 20. 19 and a half, 20 thou to go. Okay. Sharp. So what do we want to do? We want to fudge it or just cut it? Let's see, what do we got over here to play with? I'm thinking I can fudge it a little bit more. I'm going to move this a few more thou. I'm going to go back that way a little bit. Pretty good lip under there. And I'll move this one a little bit too. I like cutting the back short side away. Alright, that should be enough. Small adjustments. So we got about 19 to go. We're on 20. So we can go to like to 39-ish. That's not 39, that's close. Yeah, that was too much. Where's the 40 at? It'd be nice if I could see that one in here. There, I put some light where I can actually see it. $39. Yeah, 38 and a half. Another half. Alright, we'll see how close we get it. It should be pretty close. Okay. I'm going to back this up a little bit. About 1/8 of an inch. You know, keep cutting deeper and deeper in the part down there. I gotta clean up. Alright, cutting all the way around. Yep, got the whole porch being cut on right now. Ooh, that low spot's getting cut out pretty nicely over there now. There's enough welding material inside the head. Yeah, where the port was at around. One or the other. Okay. Looks pretty even. Finished a little bit cleaner now. Let's see what we got first. Diameter. Ooh, how was I off so far? That's terrible. That doesn't make sense. How was I off by that much? Yeah, 2 thou. Thou and a half right there. Yeah, you can squeeze it. About 2 thou off. That's horrible. That's low workmanship quality, let me tell you. Alright, we're going to have to do something about that. I can't live with that. Of course, it's hard to control this with one hand. Yeah, it's 41. That'll cut 1 thou too much. Yeah, skosh. Alright, not 40. Actually, I wanted 41, I think. Yeah. We'll take a little slim cut. Probably not enough to make much difference. Yeah, I don't see much cutting going on. Something hard in there. Part of a tungsten or something maybe I'm hitting on. Alright. Now let's see what we got. Yeah, I only cut 1 thou or so. Now we're at 1/2 thou under. I can live with 1/2 to 1. I can't live with 2. 2 is just inferior quality all the way across. Alright, so we got that part done. So now we change all these numbers around. I'm going to zero these out. And then we cut the OD. And this one, we don't have that big fin in the way. See, it's a 50 casting. We don't have nearly as much fins in the way. So we can cut a lot better now. Yeah, those 56 casted heads have a lot of fins on them. They get in the way, as you can tell. Okay, so we're going to cut that one right there a little bit. I'm going to change out this cutter. Okay. Pull a special cutter in. Take out this one. Cut backwards. Get my mark down there so I know about where I'm at. Too much, probably. Yep. I can fine-tune adjustments on my tangent line here. I like that one right there. Okay. Boom. This time we can cut all the way down and not worry about cutting into the fin all that much. Makes things a little bit easier. Pretty good. About 50 thou below the surface. It's going to be 50 thou below the surface, I mean. So that should be pretty close to what the depth is going to be too. And we'll make one pass. If we cut too much, it'll be alright. Bring it back a little bit. Find my 0 point. Where's my 0? Let's see, somewhere's a 0 in there. Instead of a black hole. There it is, way over there. I wonder I can't find it. 0. Light sucks. Okay. Yeah, we should be good on that. Alright, let's make a little pass, see what we got. We'll slow it down a little bit first. 1200 this time. See what happens. I'm going to cut one now. That's kind of difficult. One. We'll take 100 off, see what happens. More. These nice light cuts. Cutter's working good. I'm trying to catch this corn over here, something I can measure to get an idea of how deep I am. And we are at pretty close to 800 right now. Another cut before I can measure it. Seems like I got a ways to go, so do another 100. Okay. Now we can get some dimensions, figure out where we're at. Okay, we're at 2025. 75 to go on the OD. And our depth right here. Appears we're way off on that. Thought it was closer. Ooh, falling off. Okay, we're at 15. 7, 15. Not even close. Yep. Missed it by that much. So we're at 7. Right there. 690. 110 thou off. Can't see crap when I'm doing that, can you? So you put your caliper on there, double check. 690. So we gotta go up 110 thou on the table to get where we want it to be. There's 10. There's 100. Couple thou extra. Yeah, leave it at 90. Alright, so we make another cut there. We're getting close on our OD. Take a 50 pass. And we start sneaking up a little bit closer on it. It's pretty heavy when you get to the bottom. It's going to almost an 1/8 molar. It makes a good noise when it hits. Yeah, that made a difference. Give a few cleanup thou. It always changes when you hit hard like that. I'm losing my area to measure. I can measure over here. That's a good chunk there to hit against. Okay, we're at, ooh, we're like 2 thou off. I think I went 2 thou too deep though. Pull this back a little bit again. So I put this on to measure it, stick it on here to double check. And 798. So I got 2 thou more to go. So we'll crank in 2 thou over here on the table. Put an extra 5 up here. Probably going extra thou deep because it's doing a heavy pass before and now it's not. Probably should have given that extra too. Oh well. That looked pretty good. Still measuring 2. Yep, still measuring 2. Okay, what's our diameter now? Ooh. Oh, I thought we were going to be closer than that. We're 20 thou off, so we'll go ahead and give it 20 more thou. So we're going to sneak up on it. Let's see, what number are we on? I can't even read the damn thing. This light sucks. There's 10. That should be about 16 thou there or so. Yeah, that definitely cut down deeper. Okay, we got 3 thou on the OD. And yeah, the first time it didn't go down, I gave a couple extra and it really dropped. But the measure's good. Right on 0. That's good. You sound like you cut a lot. Okay, we got to cut 3 more thou on the OD. Not that much. That should be it. Piece of tungsten around there somewhere I'm catching. You hear it hit on me right now. Finishing the cutter changes. Tungsten's really hard from welding. It's the welding tungsten. Ooh, look at that. Right on the money. That's in a quarter of a thou. Okay, and the depths. Well, we didn't cut any more, so it should be good. Alright, so that one was good. They were perfect. Well, you don't know that, you can't see it though. How about over here? How perfect is that? Can you see the dial now? Look at the dial over there. Yeah, you can't see it. Oh well. Take my word for it. It's pretty good. Well, you don't take my word for it. Doesn't matter. Okay. So we do our chamfer cut. Some more burrs on that thing. They're going to keep getting deeper enough and I'm finally be able to go and grind on it. The flat spot where it needs to be. Okay, so closer to this one. I didn't mark it either, did I? Yeah, it's cheating. I don't like being that deep. Ah. Okay. Check our angle. Angle sucks. Make a small adjustment. Angle looks good. Cranking. Sounds very feel good over there. We're bottomed out. We hit the stop. Can't go no more. Back a little bit. Okay. Make sure it clears. Looks good. Speed down a little bit. Oh yeah, chamfer looks pretty nice. It's really good. I can live with that. Okay, take it out, swap it around. On this side. Close. Small adjustment. I think it moved. Oh yeah, this one doesn't like where I'm at. Yeah, it's slightly off. Putting it down. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do something first. I'm going to put some Tribodyne racing grease on the threads. They feel like they're trying to gall up a little bit, so right out here on the end. I'm going to go ahead and lube this thing up with some good grease. Alright. Nice black stuff. Tribodyne will leave a nice protective coating on the metal. Stops galling. I purposely have tension on these screws to keep the on the boring head up here. You keep tension on here because it's a dovetail, so when you tighten them up on the dovetail it makes them nice and tight and it'll vibrate. And to hold their adjustment, if you have them loose, when you turn the machine on, the centrifugal force will shove the cutter out, causing error in your number. So you want to keep tension on that. So we'll do that. Cheating. Okay, now I go ahead and crank this thing all the way back in. I already don't have that galling feel I was feeling before. It's just tight now, nice and even tight. Before it got loose tight, loose tight, loose tight. You can feel it kind of sticking on the threads a little. All that's gone instantly. Good stuff. That was a cheap grease here. That was only 60 bucks a tube. The expensive stuff is $3.60 a tube. A little bit of difference. Not too cheap for the good stuff. Okay, that should be enough in there. So we're just going to crank it down until we touch, which will be up a little ways. It's right there. So they give me about a 45, 50 thou chamfer, just like the outside. And we're good. That's all it takes to make it look good. This time I'm going to put the boring bar back where it belongs. There we go. You want to try to put your tools back in a certain, like a zero location more or less. Pull that out. And we'll go the wrong direction with that thing. Okay, we'll get this out of the machine and we can show you what this one looks like. Should take about a minute to get it out. Oops. Somebody dropped the clamp on the floor. I don't know who would do something like that. Then they kicked it and walked on it too. Damn. Washers out. Make sure you don't lose these. They're kind of important. Now to do the other head, we got to take this whole jig out and swap it all around. There's a lot of chips falling out of there. Okay, there's our finished port. Okay. Sticks right in there. See how even it is on the flow. Do a little porting on the inside. Get rid of all the lips that are still in there. And I got to cut this down on the outside a little bit. We'll be good to go. So this is our 50 casting here. It's going on Dan's 48 panhead project. And so these are the fins we fixed. So, all right, we'll take these back, do some grinding on them. We'll show you how to do that too. That'll be next. I'll clean this up some more here first.